Hello, ladies. It is Barbara. I am your menopause drama mama. This is a subject you surely do not hear much about, and that is andropause for men and menopause for women. And this video is going to be all about what they are and how they affect each one. How menopause affects the woman, how andropause affects the man. And, it's kind of sad that these subjects just aren't talked about. And I kind of did a little research and wanted to know what the divorce rate is when we hit these midlife ages. And it is sad enough, but here's what I came up with: that the divorce rate is 1 in 4 divorces occur in adults over 50 years old. The divorce rates for ages 55 to 64 have doubled since the 90s. And if you remember, it was in the early 90s um, that that study came out where women were told not to take hormone replacement therapy. And so that's when the divorce rate shot up. Um, Women initiate the divorces by 60 to 65%. Many women report menopause symptoms strained the marriage. Midlife shifts, like examples of the empty nest where your children are leaving, your identity changes, and then there's also the financial independence. Menopause doesn't, usually directly cause divorce, but there are a lot of cracks that happen. And I can definitely say for myself, when I went into menopause, every day I just felt like shit in my life. I was going through so many symptoms, and I felt like every day I was going to die because, I felt like I was having a heart attack umpteen times a day. That's when I had horrible sleep loss. And it was during that time, and I was going through the darkest period of my time, going through that menopause, that my husband looked at me and said, "I don't think I love you anymore." So, not only going through this horrific time of that whole body change, but to have that then slammed into your heart, you're just like a WTF moment. So, I'm going to get into the differences, though, for menopause and andropause. Menopause, what is it? Well, it is the permanent end of menstruation, no longer having a period anymore, ladies. And that is due to the loss of ovaries, or loss of the estrogen in your ovaries. That hormone was produced there. The main hormones that drop, of course, we hear is estrogen and progesterone. How fast does it happen? Well, it shifts dramatically in our perimenopause years, and then it just drops off as soon as we hit menopause. The typical age for menopause is 51, and perimenopause is in our 40s. The common symptoms are just hot flashes, night sweats, sleep disturbances, anxiety, mood swings, brain fog, vaginal dryness, rapid muscle loss, bone loss accelerates during the time, and increased cardiovascular risks happen during this time. And I can add on to, just the whole cholesterol shooting up. And I had major, massive heart palpitations every day, which was what I felt was leading to a heart attack. But thank God I did not have one. And it was all due to my symptoms in menopause, which I didn't know any of this information before I hit these years. Now, the key biological factor is, of course, the significant drop of our estrogen, and we permanently lose it. Now, for andropause, for the man, what is it? It's often called low testosterone or late onset hypogonadism. And for the main hormone, of course, it's testosterone that the men lose. The typical age that it begins is in the late 30s and 40s. and it is very noticeable in your 50s. And men typically lose, I believe it's 1% per year of testosterone starting in their 30s. The common symptoms for men are low energy, reduced muscle mass, increased belly fat. That's when they call it that beer belly, and low libido, erectile changes, so erectile dysfunction sets in, depressed mood, reduced motivation, and brain fog also. So the key biological factor here is the testosterone gradually declines, but not abruptly. It's 1% each year. So the major similarities between the menopause and andropause is that both men and women have the muscle loss, the fat gain around the midsection, insulin resistance risk with the sugar not being able to penetrate into your cells anymore, the mood changes, sleep problems for both, brain fog for both, and high inflammation in the bodies for both. So, both in menopause and andropause, it is a hormone driven metabolic shift. So, if your husband is going through this also, you can explain it to him. And hopefully, that with both of you, if you are both within the same age range, that you can get through it together, and hopefully your marriage will be well and stable and healthy, just like the two of you together. And so, anyway, ladies, if you think that this video would help another couple, please share it with them. Always give me a like, thumbs up if you did like my video. And I always send you positive vibes, hugs, love, and blessings coming your way each time I do a video. Looking forward, to hearing from you in the comments if anyone has experienced any of this in their marriage and if you survived all of this. So I love you, ladies. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll talk to you soon. See you in my next video. Bye-bye. Love ya. Take care.